The official verdict is in on these Jetstar scales. They are guilty of being inaccurate.
We found that the wheels on the portable scales had been damaged, and they weren't. They were able to move independently, so they weren't stable. So it was very difficult to level them. So the Inspector of Weights and Measures saw that and rejected the scales.
And so did that obviously mean that they couldn't weigh things accurately?
Yeah, well, if the scale's not level, it can't weigh accurately.
The Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment directed Jetstar to stop using 2 baggage scales at Wellington Airport after inspections found they failed to meet legal accuracy requirements under the Weights and Measures Act 1987. Can I take any or all of the credit for the fact that you conducted that investigation?
Yes, well, I think you can take a large portion of the credit, so good one there. You're basically acting on information that we received from the complainant to your show. We were approached and we basically did an inspection of Jetstar's scales at the Wellington Airport where the issue had been raised.
My issue is with Jetstar's scales. Where scales are reading wrong and they're overcharging people.
How long has this been going on for, and how much has Jetstar made with dodgy scales?
Stephen O'Brien is MBIE's weights guy, officially called the National Manager of Trading Standards.
We turned up unannounced that the scales were inaccurate.
Well, I'm not surprised at all that Jetstar's been called out, and I'm glad they have.
Honestly, I feel vindicated. From the beginning, I knew something really wasn't right, and for months Jetstar denied there was any issue. So to hear that MBIE found inaccurate scales being used is both infuriating but also validating. And saying that it really shouldn't have taken this long or required this much effort just to be believed, especially when people are being unfairly charged.
So with the faulty scales, when they got rejected, do you take them away and put them in the rubbish, or do they have to do that?
No, but basically we put a rejection sticker on them.
Like when you get one of those yellow stickers on your car?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yep.
It's very similar to that.
When I did my investigation, Jetstar stood by their scales.
We actually employ a contract company that service, maintain and calibrate our baggage scales throughout the country every year. We also have a ground team that specifically checks the scales every day pre-flight or pre-use to make sure things are working as they should. And we do stand by the integrity of our scales.
How are they rectifying the issues, and did they seem sorry?
Well, I think it's fair to say that Jetstar shared our concerns. So they were concerned about the fact that the scales were non-compliant and they've been rejected, but they were fully cooperative with remedying the situation.
So I mean, the fact you often say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In this case, it was broke, but they've fixed it.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
So obviously my friends Lauren and Aaron, who came to me with this issue, they probably have got the result they wanted, which is proof that the scales were incorrect. Is there anything they can do now? What would you suggest they do?
Well, I'd suggest that they go back to Jetstar and talk to them because it's really up to Jetstar.
I'll follow the advice of MB and contact Jetstar and see where we go from there.
Lauren refused to pay, but has pushed the complaint on behalf of others she believed were pinged.
While I never actually paid any overweight charges, this was never about money for me. It was all about principle. And just maybe the people who did end up paying those unfair charges might have a chance at getting some of it back. I'd love to see Jetstar step up and do the right thing for them. This is about fairness, transparency, and treating customers with respect.
If you're a customer who has been charged for excess weight, upon boarding, do those people have some sort of opportunity now to go and get their money back?
Yeah, that's it's probably outside of the remit of trading standards.
So I decided to ask Consumer NZ about consumers' rights. For Lauren and Aaron who complained, I mean, what should they be doing now? What are their rights now that we found out that these scales were in fact not meeting the Weights and Measures Act?
Who knew the Weights and Measures Act was a thing? So under the Consumer Guarantees Act, businesses have to execute reasonable care and skill. So we would argue if you're going and getting your bags weighed and they're not weighing correctly, is that executing reasonable care and skill?
No.
Probably not. So that means that you are entitled to ask for your money back. So to go to Jetstar and say, look, what MB's found, I would like my money back, please. And they should definitely give people their money back.
So what about the rest of people around Aotearoa who have used those mobile scales and been pinged with an $85 penalty?
So the thing's going to be proving it. But if you didn't complain at the time, if you've got no evidence, then yeah, that could be trickier. But you should definitely try.
As for Jetstar, they didn't get back to me at the time of recording this. And just so you know, this has never been done before. So it sounds as though this is the first kind of breach of its kind with airport scales that you can remember. Would that be accurate?
Yes, I think that this is the first time we've identified a significant issue with a particular way of operating.
So I guess we can call this investigation an accurate result.